Suppose new year is coming and Amazon has planned to deploy Prime Day sale, where they are putting sale, giving minimum 25% off on certain electronic products or certain categories of products. So they have asked you as a brand manager to make this campaign successful. You as a brand manager have this problem statement that you have to deploy successful email communications using Marketing Cloud to make Prime Day sale a success. So now you as a brand manager will think, okay, I have a team of people. Somebody would be creative, somebody would be writers, content writers. Other team would be technical, implementers of Marketing Cloud. You have a team. You got back to your team and asked, come up with content. Come up with 3-4 email designs. Come up with 3-4 different email messages. Come up with 3-4 subject lines of the email. Come up what we have to show for this Prime Day sale. You ask your team to come to you. The team came with a lot of suggestions. You found 2 or 3 suggestions to be unique and they might give success to that sale. Because with emails, you're trying to change the mind of the customer, divert their mind to your sale. So your team, once they got task from you, came with 2-3 suggestions on different subject lines, different emails, a lot of different suggestions. Now you as a brand manager has to choose best out of the best. You cannot take decisions on your own taste. You have 3 perfect emails in front of you given by your team, and you have to decide which email should go out to market that Prime Day sale. Now this is an important task for you. You have to decide which email would be best out of the best, which your team has delivered, so that you can send it to millions of customers of Amazon. You cannot take decisions on your will. You have to take decisions on the data. That means you will only send emails, or you can say, you will only send that email to millions of Amazon customers, which, derives result on certain data. What is that data? That data will be generated using A/B testing. Suppose you have 2 final versions of email and you have to take decision which one is best. So what you do, you have millions of Amazon customers, you take out 10,000 customers from them. That means you are taking 1 drop of water from the ocean. From the millions of customers, you just took 10,000 people. Now that 10,000 people you divide into 2 parts, 5,000 and 5,000. First 5,000 people you send email A, which is finalized. The second 5,000 people you send email B, which is finalized, because you have to take decisions on 2. So once 5,000 people receives email A, 5,000 people receive email B, you get the data. What kind of data? Engagement data. Out of 5,000 people who received email A, how many people have opened? Suppose 400 people opened. Out of 5,000 people who received email B, how many people opened? 1,200 people opened. So now here you got a test data, right? Using testing, A/B testing method, you deployed 2 versions of emails on 2 different set of population, and you got that email 2 is best performing on your test population of 5,000 compared to email A. Now you consider that email B is the perfect email which I have to deliver to millions of customers. This decision you have to take based on the engagement data you got from the A/B testing. You cannot take decisions on your will or on your own interest. Tomorrow, if that sale is not successful, the questions will come to you that why you took decision to send this email. If you do not have that data to justify your decision, then your job might be at risk. So before, sending a communication to millions of people, we do A/B testing, taking out some test people, sending different versions of communications we have, understanding the customer behavior with those engagement, and taking your decision on the data you received. That is the A/B testing method. A/B testing you can do on a lot of things. Suppose you have a single email, your team came with two different subject lines, because subject line is the only thing which will empower opens of email. So you can test two different subject lines for a single email using A/B test. Sending 5,000 people email A with subject line A, sending 5,000 people email B with subject line B. Or you have two different email testing option at all. Your team came up with two different versions of email. Earlier, one email, two different subject lines. The second option A/B test provide is two different emails altogether. That means different subject line, different email altogether. Or you have a testing option, two different content areas. That means you have email in which you want to test two different content areas. Suppose you want to show product image. In one email, you have a different image. In other email, everything is same, but you have a different image. So a single email, two different content areas you want to test. Two different from names. That means the sender profile, which sender profile is giving us more, results. Two different send times. So a lot of things you can do using A/B testing to take your decision before you go and deploy the email. So what is A/B testing? Very important topic for your marketing cloud interviews. A/B testing is a market testing method in which you should send two versions of your marketing cloud email studio communications to two test audience from your subscribers. Track which version receives the highest open or click and declare a winner if email A received highest open or email B received highest open. Once you have declared a winner, then you can go and send that email to millions of customers. So how to perform A/B testing? We have to go to Email Studio to do that. This is the Email Studio. On top, you have A/B testing option. Once you click on A/B testing, you will be able to create an A/B test. Here you see one A/B test already created. In order to create new A/B test, you click on Create A/B test option. Once you select Create A/B test options, you have to define certain settings, like name of the A/B test, P36 A/B test. Now, on what parameter you want to do A/B test? Do you have single email but two different subject lines which you want to test? Do you have two different emails altogether? You have a single email but two different content areas. You have two different from names. That means sender profile. You have two different send dates and times, or you have two different pre-headers. What is pre-header? You see, this Pinterest is the from name. This heart icon and people who these ideas for you is the subject line, And just after the subject line, top modern elevations 2022 most, this is the pre-header. Pre-header is to describe more about the email. You see, pepper fry is the from name, discounts up to extra 3,500 is the subject line, rush to your nearest studio is the pre-header. Rush to your nearest studio is the pre-header. Pre-header is not displayed inside the email. It will be displayed outside the email when email is not opened. So you can test two different pre-headers as well. So guys, we already have an email created for us. We already have an email created. Let's try to do A/B testing with two different subject lines for that email. B36 content, B36 invoice we already have. So for this email invoice which we have already built, we want to test best subject line. So invoice subject A and invoice subject B. These two are the two different subject lines for this invoice email which we want to test. Once you have selected the email and two different subject lines you want to test, you click on next option. Once you click on next option, you have to select the recipient data extension. Select the data extension where your people are present. That can be your master data extension containing millions of people on which you want to do A/B test. B36 customer profile is the data extension on which we want to do A/B test. But this data extension is containing around 9 people, guys. This data extension is containing, about 11 subscribers. The data extension you choose. Suppose instead of 11, these are 11 million subscribers. You cannot do A/B test on everybody. You have to select audience for subject line A and subject line B. So suppose for subject line A, you are sending to 2 people and subject line B, you are sending to 2 people. Or you want to increase this. Okay, subject line A will be received by 28% of people. This is very big number. If you have 11 million, you can just do A/B testing on 10% of population. So out of 11 subscribers, guys, 3 people will receive subject line A, 3 people will receive subject line B. And whosoever won out of subject line A and subject line B will be delivered to remaining 5 people. We have taken 28 and 28, 56% as test population. It is not at all recommended. You just only have to take 10% of test population. When it would be in millions, then you can just work with 10%. 5% for subject line A, 5% for subject line B. And remaining 90% would be remainder. But as our population is less, we are taking 3, for 3 for subject line A, 3 for subject line B. Now you have defined, you have to click on next and you have to select on what parameter the winners would be declared. We have selected the email. We have defined 2 different subject lines. We have selected our test audience as well. 3 people will receive A, 3 people will receive B. Now you have to determine what parameter will declare a winner. Whether you want to see how many people have opened emails, the more, whichever subject line gets more open, that would be winner. Or you have click-through rate. How many subject lines got more click? So 2 different parameters you have to choose from. So subject lines generally bring more opens. Okay, if you find an eye-catchy subject line like this, you can click and you can open that email. So click will not work with subject lines. Subject line parameters are generally open, so we will choose open. And here is the evaluation period. Means once you send email to your test audience, how much time you want to wait to declare a winner. You cannot declare winner immediately after sending email. Some people might not have opened or got a chance to see your email. He might be, in office, he might be sleeping. So you should at least give 1 day, 2 day, whatever you prefer based on the number of people you have selected for test audience to declare a winner. So if we are sending to, smaller people, 1 day is fine. So once email is sent, for 1 day, we will check which subject line got highest open rate. And we will click on next option. Once we will click on next option, we have to start test immediately, or you can schedule it for later. Here you see send winning emails to reminders. Now, do you want to send, automatically to reminder people? Suppose subject line B won. Do you want to send it immediately to reminders, or you want to manually send? That option you have to choose. So we will keep it manually because we have to analyze the results. And then click on finish option. This is a review button. This is an A/B test type, which we are doing on subject lines. This is the email. These are the two subject lines, subject line A and B, which we want to test. Email A will be received by 3 people. Email B will be received by 3 people. Whosoever got highest unique open rate among A and B will be sent to reminders. We will declare winner after 1 day. And click on confirm if everything is fine. So this way you have scheduled an A/B test. Now what it will do, it will try to send emails to test audience and will wait for 1 day and will declare a winner.